Hey guys! Right off the bat I do want to say that I have a cold, so I apologize in advance. Today we're going to be making another miniature doll, this time inspired by one of the Barbie Mermaid you can get, although I didn't try to make it look like an exact copy of any of them. I just want to make a mermaid doll. Also, because I do get questions about it, yes, I do have a second miniature channel. You can find the link in the info box. On there I mostly post miniature food, although I also post other things once in a while. And if you're new to the channel, I do recommend that you read the blog post I've linked together with the link for the channel. Anyway, let's get started. Because I've made miniature dolls before, I wanted to use a different technique for the face this time, so this time I'm going to be making a cane, at least for the eye portion. So I first started building up the cane for the eye itself and the eyebrow, and you really don't need to worry about adding too much detail because you won't see it when you reduce the cane as much as I did. After finishing the basic eye and eyebrow, I packed some more clay around it and then used my blade to trim off any excess until I had a rectangle. The reason for this is because it's much easier to reduce the size of a cane in a shape like this rather than the irregular shape it had before. And the reason why I'm reducing the size of the cane in the first place at this point is first off so that you only have to make one eye, but also to make the eye smaller so that when you're finishing up the cane for the face, you're not using as much clay. Once you have that, you want to add some clay around it to create the basic shape of the face, and then reduce it again. The reason why I'm not adding any lips or stuff like that is so that it's easier to change from an open to a closed mouth, change the color of the lipstick, etc. Once you're done, cut off a slice, add some shape to the face and add a nose. I pre-baked before I started sculpting the body, but you don't necessarily have to, and then I pre-baked again before adding clay to the back. Also, when sculpting her boobs, you want to make sure that she's a size C. Shell? No? Anyone? Just me? Okay. Anyway, because I wanted the mermaid to be poseable, I added a piece of wire like this. And if you feel like you need to, you can add some liquid clay to strengthen this area. After adding clay to the back, I pre-baked again, then cut off any excess wire, and you do want 2 tiny pieces sticking out. Add a strip of clay like this and make sure to not push it too much down onto the pre-baked clay because you don't really want it to stick. And I do recommend pre-baking again before making the tail. Lastly, you want to sculpt and add the arms, and you then want to bake one last time. If you want the arms and the head to be poseable as well, you can use a technique I show in my Monster High Frankie inspired tutorial, but personally I just want the tail to be poseable for this one. For the hair I'm using viscose, and you can really use whatever fiber you want or have. It also doesn't really matter what color you're going to be using if you don't have the color you want, because I chose to paint mine anyway using acrylic paint. And then to style it, you can simply use some watered down glue. Once you're happy with the look, cut off any excess. Finally, you just want to paint on the details. I chose to use acrylic paint. And then to add some sparkles, I also added some glaze and then attached some glitter. Then seal with glaze, and you're done.